Hello and welcome. Very frustratingly, I sat down here to do my weekly Bloodstains Ritual of the Night speed running, and I discovered that my controller wasn't working. Well, what the hell, right? I thought maybe it was because I connected it via Bluetooth to my Raspberry Pi the other day. So I messed around with that for a minute, and that was not the case. So I tried the USB dongle that came with it rather than using wired, and it still wasn't working. So, okay. Clearly, the connection between the USB port down here and my gaming PC upstairs is broken, and that's a 50-foot cable that goes through the wall and through the ceiling and then across the floor and then through the wall again. But I traced it down, and sure enough, one of the parts where it was available, my dog has chewed through. And since it's beyond my capabilities to repair a chewed through USB cable, probably, I don't know, that actually might be fairly simple. I'm not going to do it though. Instead, we're going to do some Reg I laddering here in Pokemon Scarlet as soon as I remember what team I'm playing. Because yeah, that's what I thought. I've been playing a lot of Reg F on Showdown lately. And I've changed my team a lot. All of this is an effort, of course, to modify my team and to get my team perfect. For example, we're not running Suicune, we're running Pheasantipede here. And Pheasantipede still needs to be IV trained, and they still need to have their moves set up correctly. And I'm not even sure off the top of my head what those moves are, because I've changed the team so much, as I mentioned. So let me check that real quick. Let me go to my team page, man. Why is it saying I'm not logged in? All right, so let's go ahead and check on all of this. He should have Protect, Earth Power, Flash Cannon, Freeze Dry, EV Training, Special Attack, and Speed. Yes, that's all correct. Okie dokie. Oh, I know I've changed him. Poison Jab, Upper Hand, Psychic Fangs, and Knock Off. I think I probably need to turn that up in my headphones. We need to sort by name. Does anybody ever sort by number? I can't imagine that being helpful to anyone on the planet. I do not... Oh, I do have the TM for Upper Hand. Okay, good. I only recently learned that Okidoki even learns Upper Hand. Because the app I use, Datadex, does not actually show Upper Hand as being learnable by Okidoki. But in fact, that's one of Okidoki's most useful moves. I also need Psychic Fang. I think Okidoki already knows Psychic Fang, though. I just need to remember it. No. Okay. All right. We gotta get the TM for that then. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let's go. Everyone else should be mostly set up already, thankfully. But I hate Reg I, and I like Reg F so much more because you can be so much more creative with Reg F. Reg I is all about your restricteds. You know, what restricteds are you running, because that's the only thing that really matters. Oh, I need a Bruxish and a Veluza. Isn't there somewhere else I can get TMs made that I don't have to go farming shit for? There is. Where is that? Let's try this before we go farming for materials, because farming for materials doesn't seem fun at all. But we need Okidoki to have Poison Fangs. I mean, Psychic Fangs. Because it breaks screens, and Grimmsnarl is surprisingly common. Alright, yeah. Can we sort these in a way that's actually useful, please? Tell me if you see Psychic Fangs. I have a pretty good selection. And what's going on here? I swear I saw Protect multiple times. They don't have Psychic Fangs, though. Of course not. The one TM I actually need right now, they don't actually have. Excellent. Alright, so we need what now? Veluza and something else? No, get out of here. I feel pretty sure Veluza are up here off this coast. Oh my god. Yes, because that's what I wanted to do, is sit through several more loading screens just so I could actually go get the TMs that I need. This is why I play on Showdown, because if you want to make a change on Showdown, it's just a simple click. But if you want to make a change here, you got to go farming for material so you can make the TM, and then we still have to EV train Pheasantipity here. So, like, we're not done. I think I have a Zapdos I could probably throw in, because I was using Zapdos as well. This team is called No Quarter. Oh, no, that was Electric Boogaloo that used Zapdos. I have a lot of teams on Showdown that all do different things. Alright, that's fine. We need Veluza and something else. I can Google it. Bruxish, I think it was. Yeah, it was Bruxish. Alright, Veluzas are super aggressive, so if we find them, they should attack us. Shouldn't be an issue. That's not a Veluza. You know what? I could check the Pokédex. That would make a lot more sense. The Pokédex said there is also no good way to navigate. Yeah, okay. So I'm in the right area. Alright, good. It's still tedious, and I would... Oh, good. Yeah. Pokemon Scarlet runs like S, so now that we're in the water, it's going to run at 12 frames per second. And this is all so that I can craft one TM. Instead of being on Showdown, where I just, you know, press a button. I don't want to make a freaking sandwich just to find Veluza. But what type is Veluza? A sandwich may be the way to go. Oh my god, this... They could not... I mean, this used to be so much more tedious. It's a water psychic type, so I could, in theory, make a sandwich for psychic encounters. Let's swim around a second. If it doesn't work out, that's what we'll do. I really hate to waste a sandwich to kill a few Pokemon. What the hell is that? Hey, there's one. No, that's a... What is that? Well, it's a Veluza, at the very least. Unfortunately, my stupid thing here... No, you have Seed Bomb. You can kill it. Alright, good. I don't even remember how many of these I needed. Like 2 or 3, right? Alright, well that's definitely enough. Now we need Bruxish. Let's go ahead and kill that one. Look, what are you doing, Breloom? I told you to go kill the thing so we didn't have to have this stupid battle. God, you're the worst, Breloom. Actually, Breloom is fucking amazing. Breloom has Spore and False Swipe. It is one of the few Pokemon that learns both of those moves. Which makes it just invaluable for capturing Pokemon. Alright, the other one was Bruxish. I found that the fastest way to navigate this godforsaken Pokédex is to flip back and forth between numerical and number, like that. Habitat. Looks like southeast is going to be the way to go. Just to avoid overlap with Bruxish. This is for 1 TM. 1 TM. Luckily, EV training is super fast. That will take like 10 minutes. Especially because Pheasantipede has pretty standard EVs, I think. I don't think I would do anything to get out of... I hate it when I go to tap on something in an app, and right before I tap it, everything fucking moves. Yeah, pretty standard. Speed, defense, and HP. That won't take long. Speed is the most annoying one because you get that from killing Cyclizars, and they are kind of a pain in the ass to catch up with and fight. Alright, we are looking for Bruxish. I've never even explored some of these islands. I assume there's just nothing on them of interest. I mean, Psychic Fang would have been really awesome. I'm assuming that other one right there is going to be Grass Pledge. Okay, well that's interesting. Alright, back to hunting Bruxish. Dude, replacing that cable, like, financially is not a big deal. But replacing it... Go kill this stupid thing! God, Bruxish, you are the worst! Replacing it physically is really gonna suck. Because it runs through the ceiling down here, and then through the wall, and then through the floor. And it's just gonna be very unpleasant to replace. I may actually try to repair it later, but I doubt it. It just seems like repairing a USB cable is going to be one of those things that should be simple, but isn't actually practical or feasible because it's going to have really sensitive wires or something. I want to kill one more because, knowing my luck, we are going to be one item short of having what we need to make the TM that we need. Come on, man. What is that? That's a Magikarp. Useless. Hey, user. I am hunting for Bruxish so that I can make ATM for Psychic Fang. So that I can get back to actually climbing the ladder in Raj-I. Which I'm actually not a fan of. Why is it so hard to find a damn Bruxish? Is that one? No, that's a shelter. What is that? A Marini or something? Good lord, man. You wouldn't think it would be so difficult just to find one damn fish. Oh my god, we ran into something. What is that? An Aracuda? Might as well kill it. Knowing my luck, we're gonna need 5 more TMs. I try to keep one of every TM on hand, though, so I'm not sure how I don't have one for Psychic Fangs, and I'm not sure why my Okidogi doesn't know Psychic Fangs. That is such a common move for me to put on Okidogi that Am I running different Okidogis or something? How did that happen? Hold on. There are two Okie Dokies. Okay. So this problem might not actually exist. That one's HP and attack. What is the other one? HP and attack and special defense. Why am I... Adamant? Why? What the hell am I doing? Why am I bothering with this? Get out of here. Okay, that dude needs to be... His moves need to be looked at. Okay, but that... Okay, so that's all fine. We don't actually need to mess with Okie Dokie then. Get out of here. The lag in this game is so bad. You accidentally press a button and 10 minutes later the menu finally opens. Alright, so the problem there was that I was looking at the wrong Okie Dokie. Incineroar should have... I'm looking at my showdown team here so that I actually get the correct moves. Parting Shot, Fake Out, obviously. Snarl, yep. Will-O-Wisp, yep, perfect, okay. Chandelure, Protect, Shadow Ball, yep. Heat Wave, Trick Room, yep. Okay, you're no longer in the team. Behemoth Blade, okay. Okay, cool. So we just need to take care of the Pheasantipede here, and that's easy enough. And first we're going to start with HP training. I forget which sandwich this is. It's somewhere way down on the list. But we need fairy encounters. I think it's number 52 or something. No, that's still... There we go. This sandwich making nonsense, dude. This looks like a game that came off of Newgrounds in 2005. It's so bad. And look, the tablecloth is glitching through the freaking bowls. The bacon looks like brown tofu. What? You could not pay me to eat that freaking piece of bacon. One day I'm going to make a video of me making a sandwich. I'm just going to have a bunch of ingredients on the island in my kitchen, and I'm just going to pick them up, move them over, and drop them like that, because that's the dumbest way ever to make a sandwich. Just dropping the ingredients around, hoping they land on the freaking bun. And of course, you always want to get rid of the top bun because it doesn't actually serve any useful purpose. You don't need it. And it increases the chances of knocking something off of your sandwich. Pheasantipede's moves are pretty standard. I should have looked into that before, but like it doesn't really matter. That's going to be really easy. Yeah, Taunt, Tailwind, U-Turn, and Poison Tail. So we need 252 EVs for attack, which means we need to equip the power weight. I say equip, you know what I mean. My favorite Pokemon is definitely Slowpoke. Like, not for battling, just in general. I freaking love Slowpoke. He's adorable, and... hold on, I gotta think. What am I equipping? Power weight. Slowpoke is just absolutely adorable. Psyduck would also be one of my main choices. But as far as Gen 9 goes, I think it would actually be Fuecoco, because Fuecoco is just absolutely adorable. They hit it out of the park when they made Fuecoco. What about you? What is your favorite Pokemon? And I guess that's an important distinction. Like, do you mean just in general or for battling? Because I think for battling, for competitive, my favorite Pokemon these days is actually Okidogi. Because it's so underrated and it's so powerful. Like, its attack point, its attack base stat total is, excuse me, no. You don't have anything useful. Okay. Oh, that was useless. Oh, because there's only one person in my party. Okay. This sucks. All right. All right, I'm not doing this. That's going to take forever. I should have checked moves before doing this. Zation, you'll make this go by quickly. No, you won't, because you get an attack thing every time you enter. Chandelure will do it. So Okidogi has very, very high attack. In fact, its attack stat is 2 points lower than Urshifu. And everyone seems to run Okidogi as a support mon. So I've had people actually taunt my Okidogi, which is really funny because my Okidogi is running an assault vest because it only has attacking moves. Nice, Charizard's a good one. I didn't know until probably 6 months ago when I caught a shiny Charmander that shiny Charizard is black, and it looks so awesome. Charizard is a really awesome Pokemon. I mean, you gotta respect anything that's been there since the beginning and is still popular to this day. Popular enough that it was like the star of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like, it's got staying power. Whereas Pikachu, you know, Pikachu was a big deal back in the late 90s and probably early 2000s, but this attack can miss. I didn't realize that. But no one cares about Pikachu in 2026. And every generation has a Pikachu clone, which just further degrades Pikachu's value. There are no Charizard clones. You know, there's other dragon types, but there are no other Charizards out there. Chandelure, for me, is also one of my favorites when it comes to competitive because, like Okidogi, it is seriously underestimated. It's fairly fast. I mean, it's a mid-speed. It's got like a speed of 80 or something, which is, yeah, it is 80. It's exactly the same as Okidogi. So it works both in Trick Room and in Tailwind, which is really helpful because I tend to run both of those on each team. But just like Okidogi, people underestimate Chandelure. It has an insanely high special attack. I don't remember now what it is, but I can look real quick because I'm curious now. Its special attack is 145. Whereas Blood Moon Ursaluna, you know, the main special attacker, the one that people fear, is 135. So Chandelure here has a higher special attack than Blood Moon Ursaluna. And people underestimate it. Once I set Trick Room with it, they just go, "Oh, okay, that's a support mon. It's a Trick Room setter. It's just here to support." So they sometimes taunt it. And then I use Heat Wave or Shadow Ball, which completely decimates their team. And Okidogi, of course, does the same thing. Poison Jab with Okidogi, there's a really good chance of poisoning them. I think it's like 30%. So it's not really good, but it's helpful sometimes. Although I don't really look to burn the opponent most of the time. I don't really look to poison the opponent most of the time because I'm looking to burn them instead. Because burn cuts their attack in half, which is of incredible value. Like, I have won entire matches simply because my opponent happened to be burned. And not happened, I burned them on purpose, so it's wrong to say I happened to burn them. When it's very much intentional. But my basic strategy for my Reg F team is it carries both Urshifu and Blood Moon Ursaluna. Urshifu for Tailwind mode or neutral mode, and Ursaluna for Trick Room mode. Ursaluna, unfortunately, is a little too slow to work in neutral mode. I've done it, and it's possible if the opponent has a lot of electric types, but it's not ideal because Ursaluna is just so slow. Outside of Trick Room, it's almost useless. Anyway, once I throw out Urshifu, that's what the opponent focuses on. So if, let's say I have Tailwind up. Let's see, who's my Tailwind setter there? Galarian Moltres. Once Galarian Moltres sets up Tailwind and cycles out, and I bring in Okidogi with Urshifu, they ignore Okidogi. And it's amazing that, like, they just focus on Urshifu, which of course has a focus sash, and which can protect the first turn while they focus it pointlessly, because they will. Urshifu in Tailwind, yeah, it's getting focused. So you protect that first turn, they waste it, and Okidogi has a really good chance of just deleting something on turn 1. And if they make the mistake of throwing out Incineroar, as so many of them do, well, Okidogi is like the anti-Incineroar. And that's why I'm shocked it's not more popular than it is. Okidogi has an ability called Guard Dog, which every time someone uses Intimidate on it, it increases its attack by 1. I phrased that badly, so let me just look up how it's phrased in the game. It boosts the Pokemon's attack stats if intimidated. Moves and items that would force the Pokemon to switch out also fail to work. So things like Dragon Tail and Roar and Whirlwind, they don't work on Okidogi. And you would be amazed how many people lead Incineroar in Reg F. I mean, Reg I too. Incineroar is just everywhere. And if it's not Incineroar, then they're running Luxray or Therian Landorus, all of whom have Intimidate. And when they throw that Intimidate out there, my Okidogi begins the fight with 50% increased attack power, which is just insane. At that rate, Poison Jab deletes neutral types, neutral opponents. Okidogi is my answer to Fluttermane, because Fluttermane is a problem. It's extremely fast, and it's just devastatingly powerful. What is its special attack? I'm just curious now. I know it's very high, but I don't know the exact number. 135, yeah. So not only does Chandelure have a higher special attack than Blood Moon Ursaluna, it has a higher special attack than Fluttermane. And it has Heat Wave, which hits both of the opponents for pretty good damage. I think it's a base power of 90. I don't want boxes. I want PP ups first of all. I'll get to the right category eventually. This isn't necessary most of the time. I think I've missed some. I don't think that's actually right. You're closer than I have down. So I throw out Urshifu, obviously, and people obsess over it. And meanwhile, Okidogi is free to sweep, and it often does. Or I put out Blood Moon Ursaluna alongside Chandelure, and while they're worried about Blood Moon Ursaluna, it protects. And Chandelure or Okidogi, whichever one happens to be out there, because they have the same speed, so they both work in Tailwind or Trick Room. Whichever one I happen to have out there just sweeps. I've had Okidogi go 4-0 on opponents before, where it wipes every single one of their Pokemon. Its main weakness is Psychic. Psychic is definitely a problem, but that's why I run Terra Fairy. It gets rid of the psychic weakness, and it doesn't create a new weakness to fairy, which is very, very common. There's a lot of fairy types that run psychic moves and psychic types that run fairy moves. Like Hatterini or, not Indeedee, but I can't think of the one there's one I'm thinking of whose name escapes me right now. I would know it if I saw it. Anyway, it runs psychic and fairy type moves. Damn, I'm still not done yet. So if you go Terra Dark, it's just going to delete you with the fairy move, which is, of course, strong against Dark. But it's not strong against fairy. Anyway, back to Okidogi being the anti-Incineroar. Not only does it have Guard Dog, which gives it an attack boost every time Incineroar comes out, if Incineroar is running Intimidate, but of course, Incineroar is running Intimidate. You'd be crazy not to have Intimidate on Incineroar. And every single time, Okidogi gets an attack boost. On top of that, Okidogi has a move called Upper Hand, which, if the opponent uses a priority move, Upper Hand will make them flinch, but only if they use a priority move. Fake Out, of course, is a priority move, and it's very common for opponents to throw out Incineroar and choose Fake Out on the first turn. Like, that's so common that it's just automatic, really, for me to just Upper Hand. If I see Incineroar, I'm leading with Okidogi because I know that they're going to lead with Incineroar. And that means my Okidogi is going to begin the match with increased attack, and it might even delete the, I had to think for a moment. It might even delete the Incineroar with Upper Hand because it's super effective against Incineroar. Like I said, the anti-Incineroar. And it's got an attack boost from Incineroar's Intimidate. Just insanely good. Very much designed, and it's a dog, right? And Incineroar is a cat. So it was very much intentional on the part of Game Freak to create Okidogi as kind of an anti-Incineroar. We're going for 148 here. It's interesting. I calculated these EV spreads, so I don't remember why I calculated them as I did. I don't remember what I was trying to outspeed, but clearly I was trying to outspeed something in particular. Now we need an Encounter Dragon Sandwich, and I don't even remember which one of these it is. Something avocado I saw. Oh yeah, I knew this. What the hell was I trying to outspeed when I gave Bezendipity 148 EVs in attack? And a speed boosting nature. That's such a curious spread. Like, that is very much an intentional spread. And I don't remember why. It would be helpful if I remembered why. Got a level 2 Encounter Drag. I mean, that's fine. It doesn't matter. We need to actually restore your... What? I didn't visit a Pokemon Center, did I? Oh, we picnicked. I guess that heals us. Okay. I don't think I was aware of that. Did picnicking... No. Did picnicking just recover all our stuff? Eating the sandwich did. Interesting. Okay, okay, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. Not with you missing and Shadow Ball not having an effect. Oh my god. Alright. Something else is gonna be... we don't have the right thing equipped. Damn it. I need the power anklet. There was a more effective way to do that. Power anklet. Alright, what are we going to use to just annihilate these things? What is your ability? Iron Fist? Okay, yeah. Oh, go back in the menu. Oh man, I don't want to fight these stupid things. Get out of here. Freaking hate how aggressive the Tauros are in this game. Alright. Well, we got the right item equipped now, the power anklet. And we have a faster Pokemon, so this should go a lot faster. Well, since we're doing 148, we were going to have to kill some without the power anklet anyway, so this works out. But I actually have to make sure that I pay attention here. Because with 148 speed EVs, that tells me that it was very intentional, very precise. And I can't screw it up. Or maybe it was that I wanted defense to be as high as possible. Because the other 110 is in defense, right? So maybe I was trying to survive against something instead of outspeeding something. I don't make notes when I build these teams, you know? I just go about it. And then I start using them on Showdown, and I go, oh, okay, well, it killed it here, and that Pokemon is super common, and I'm going to need it to survive, so I need more IVs here, or EVs here, rather. And then I run the damage calculator to see how much I need to actually survive, and I change it to that. But it could also be that I was trying to outspeed something. Dude, get the hell back here. Idiot. So these power anklets and power weights and stuff are relatively new. I don't know what generation they were introduced in. But like in Gen 2 and Gen 3 at least, if you wanted to EV train like this, I would have had to have killed. Like these things give 2 speed EVs every time they're killed. 2. Now with the power anklet equipped, you get 10 for each kill, which is great. You only need to kill 25, well 26, in order to max out your speed EVs. Which of course is 252. Without the power anklet, you would need to kill 126 of these Cyclizars to max out your speed IVs. So the game has become a lot friendlier for competitive play. Breeding is much easier. Breeding for the perfect IVs is much easier than it used to be, right? Because you get 30 eggs from each picnic, at least, sometimes more. And then you have Flame Body or something that helps them hatch quicker. I think Flame Body is actually the only thing that helps them hatch quicker. You can assess their IVs right off the bat. Surprise trade away the Breejects, as they're called. And then get a bunch of hacked Pokemon that you delete. I hate that so much. And like, I know... I mean, there are ways that Nintendo could address it, or Game Freak could address it, right? Like, if the Pokemon has .com in its name, maybe don't allow that Pokemon to be traded, right? Or if the trainer name is .com, has .com in it somewhere, maybe don't allow that person to trade. And maybe warn them when they're naming their character, hey, if you name your character, you know, illegalpokemon.com, we're not going to let you trade It's just so frustrating when I'm trading away rejects, and I've traded away a lot of rejects in my day to get a level 100 shiny bullshit thing holding a Master Ball. Like, don't get me wrong, I have used those Master Balls. Some of them. I used one on Pheasantipity, even though I ultimately did not even go for the nature that I wanted. Because that was the point. I was looking for nature and IV, but I got bored. This game takes way too long to load in and out. Okay, 11, 12, so that's right. Okay, good. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. It takes way too long to close out of this game, reload it, get back to where you were, initiate the battle, catch the Pokemon. That's a multi-minute process. And for the people doing that without a Master Ball, I salute you, man. Even with the Master Ball, I found it unbearably tedious. And I didn't even complete it, you know, I didn't go for the nature that I needed. I figured, fuck it, I'm just gonna give it some mints. Alright, now we need to kill 3 more of these. Spend this whole time freaking doing this and might get one freaking battle in before I have to cut the stream. I would really like to be streaming Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, and speedrunning it. But, yeah. Gotta buy a new USB cable. 2 more. What else do we need? Defense? That's Earthworm, right? Yeah, because, the stupid pig is special defense. Earthworm means I need steel encounter out there in the desert. Earthworm is at least the easiest to encounter. Oh, and then I need to check these dudes for their held items, because they may not be correct. Really, dude? Just had to waste a few more seconds of mine. Whatever, you're dead. Alright, speed is done, now we just need defense. And yeah, that is Earthworm. No, get out of here. And what did we have for that? 110. It's at least easy. Just gotta kill 11 of them with the power belt equipped. Mirrorland makes this so much more bearable because it has an EV tracker that, like, every time you knock it out, it can count for you. Like, it's a godsend. I wouldn't be able to do this without it. Alright, now we need a steel encounter. And I don't know what number sandwich that is, but it's gotta be pretty far down, right? I don't know. Encounter steel. Oh yeah, this stupid thing. Dude, if I ever go to your picnic and you give me a sandwich with fucking potato salad on it, we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight right there. And look how it's made in the image down there. Like, I'm not even doing this the stupid way. This is how they made it. This is how they intended you to frickin' do this. What is this garbage, man? Look at that. Look at this. Who thought of this? What is that? What is that glob of grass and mashed potatoes? And look at this. Look how bad, look how jagged that the straight lines on that sandwich, on the bread. Like, what the fuck were they thinking, man? If this came off Newgrounds in the early 2000s as some little sandwich making game that someone had come up with, I would not be at all shocked. I'm like, yeah, I mean, that checks out. That's exactly what I would expect from that. But no, that's freaking Game Freak in 2023. I don't know. I don't know how old this game is. It's not new enough for that to be excusable, I can tell you that. There's really no need to track this one very precisely, but I'm going to anyway. Or at least relatively precisely. Like, if I miss one, it's not a big deal. If I kill one too many, I mean. Because I can't over EV train anymore. I only have 110 left. So all of the... literally all of it is going to... Okay, so that's something I never knew. Picnicking sandwiches restore EVs. Did not know that. I've never had to do that. I could have saved some time in the past too, because it's pretty standard. I'll EV train, I'll start with HP, and then I will go to a Pokemon Center and then go to the next place. But I can skip the Pokemon Center entirely because each one of these requires a different sandwich. Except for the Psychic type, where I just get one of the churros. So I was playing RetroArch recently and Pokemon Blue, and playing at 500% speed, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for Professor Oak's challenge here. And if you're not familiar with that, Professor Oak's challenge involves you have to catch every Pokemon available. You have to get its Pokedex entry before a gym match. So before Brock, you have to get the Pokedex entries for Butterfree, Beedrill, Pidgey, Rattata, all of these guys, and their evolutions, and their evolved forms. Like every available Pokedex entry you have to acquire before the gym battle. And this means that you have to evolve Pidgeot, Charizard, because obviously it's Gen 1, I'm choosing Charizard. You have to evolve Charizard, Pidgeot, Raticate, all before fighting Brock. And if you've never attempted this, like I always have this idea in my head of starting a Pokemon Red or Blue run, or Yellow even. Hold on, 6. Yeah, I missed one. Of Gen 1, basically. Starting a run of Gen 1, and before I leave Viridian Forest, have a full team of 6. Up to about, level 10, level 11. A well-balanced team. But I've never done it. Because getting everything to level 10, like getting it up to level 5 is a pain in the ass. Because it involves a lot of switch training against very low level Pokemon that don't give very much experience. Or you can let them grind it out against a Metapod or a Kakuna that just sits there spamming Harden and makes the battle take ages. So like pick your poison, it's gonna be slow and tedious. Now this should be it, but I'm gonna kill one more on the off chance that I missed something. I don't wanna, fuck up and have fewer EVs than we could. So we're gonna go kill that Orthworm over there. And then we just gotta finish checking our moves, and then finally we can do some matches. So anyway, I was trying this, I got a Beedrill, I got the Caterpie, and I got Rattata up to like level 13. Everything was around level 10, everything was above level 10 except for like my Pidgey, which was still level 3. And I had spent about an hour and a half playing at 500% speed, and I realized that I was going to probably have to do this for like 5 or 6 more hours at best, at least 5 or 6 more hours at 500% speed. And I was like, no, I know this is not worth it. I'm not doing this. Okay, back to EV checking, or back to move checking rather. All right, so we checked. You're in the way. Get out of here. We're checking EVs now. You should be all set. HP and special attack. Oh, I've actually changed you a bit. Alright, whatever, that's fine. Serendipity. HP, defense and speed, yep. Zation. HP, attack, yep. Yep, alright. Double check natures. I have a neutral nature on this station. Why? There's no reason not to run a nature that boosts something. It's just an oversight. It's just an oversight. I'm moving on. Serendipiti's moves. Taunt, Tailwind, U-turn, and Poison Tail. You don't have any of those. Alright. Let's start with Taunt. Really, I didn't give Serendipity Protect. Alright, that's interesting. It's so nice when I actually have the TMs that I need and don't have to go killing a bunch of shit. Alright, and you're just running Toxic Chain as your ability, right? Yep. Oh, but you're Terra. Well, you're never gonna Terra. It's poison. Alright, yeah, because you don't Terra. Zacian's moves. Oh, I'm looking at him. Yeah, we already covered that. Protect, Behemoth Blade, okay. Alright, so all of that is all set. Now we just need to check items. Kirim should be holding a life orb. Oh, life orb, check. Okie dokie is holding assault vest. Oh, nope, that's not wrong. I mean, that's not right. And citrus berry for Incineroar, yep. Okay, Chandelier is carrying a mental herb, perfect. Serendipity, covert cloak. I know I have a covert cloak. The question is which one of these freaking idiots is wearing it. There it is. Alright. Give me that. Okay, you need to give me that too. Alright. Cool, cool. Items are all set then. Yeah, because I know you're carrying the rusted sword. Alright, cool. Okay. We should be good to go then. Let's put this battle team back together and go lose some matches. Because I had not played this team in forever, because I've been playing Reg F, and have very little memory of what this team does and how it does it. I remember that Serendipity is Tailwind and Chandelier is Trick Room. That's about all I remember. So this should be entertaining, by which I mean I should get slaughtered. Assuming it even finds us a competitor. You know, this is the final season of Scarlet and Violet. Did I... Hold on. Hold on. I don't think I hyper trained Pheasantipity. I need to check that real quick. I need to check to make sure all of this team is hyper trained, because I'm not sure of that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're not hyper trained. Okay. We need to go take care of that. False alarm, false start on the offense. Which one is it? Which one of these is it? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. We'll try here first. Yeah, sure. Well, I'm glad I thought of that. Okay, I think this is not the right place. Yep, there he is. With his Obama snow. The hell sound was that? Oh my god. Seriously? We need all of these. Okay. Not a big deal. 3 bottle caps. They're easy to get. I really hope they do the Chansey, Lissy raids soon. Because I'm running low on experience candies and shit. And that's a really good way to get them. Check the news. I haven't checked the news in a week or two. Nothing here. All right. All right, we should be good to go. We should be good to go now. Assuming we actually find some opponents. With this being the last season, not a lot of people are playing. Plus, like, dude, I hate Reg I. The power level is just so freaking high that one mistake loses you the match. It's not fun. It's just not fun. It's not a fun way to play the game. And that's why I like Showdown. I don't know why I can't choose different formats to play on. Like, why isn't there a Reg F and a Reg I thing, right? They have the capabilities. When I queue up, why can't I choose, just like I choose single or doubles, why can't I choose Reg F or Reg I? I would exclusively choose Reg F. Well, it actually found an opposing trainer, so there is that. Oh, I haven't played this team in forever. This is gonna be nasty, guys. All right, so we want our Trick Room team out there. They're definitely gonna lead with that Incineroar, although they might not. It might be Kyogre and that stupid little thing, not Cottony, whatever it is, Whimsicott. But I'm thinking they're gonna lead Incineroar and Whimsicott. But it could be Miraidon and Whimsicott. Like, I don't know. I don't know. They could choose a lot of different things here. And I'm pretty sure that I always run the same opening if there's a chance that I could encounter Miraidon, and I'm pretty sure that I needed to lead with Kyurem, and I didn't. Because otherwise Miraidon comes in, sets up electric terrain. Okay, Whimsicott and Kyogre. Alright, interesting. Not unexpected, but a little unexpected. You need to set Trick Room immediately. And you... You're not going to KO because it's going to be wearing a focus sash, but... What do we need to do? We need to take that... We need to do something about that Kyogre. Alright, yeah. Hopefully it would poison. Yep, Tailwind. We knew that was coming. Kyogre's going to hit with Origin Pulse or something. Water Spout. Really... Oh, shit. I knew that, dude. It was a complete fucking brain fart on my part, dude. Chandelier's a freaking fire type, Aria. Jesus freaking Christ, dude. I knew that. I knew that. I let that happen. I did that to myself, man. That was 100% preventable. All I had to do was Terra. If I had Terra'd, I would have survived. But no, I left a fire type out there against Kyogre in the rain using freaking Origin Pulse or Water Pulse or whatever the hell it's called, dude. I don't deserve to win. Why does Zacian take... Oh, because Wild Charge itself has recoil. Okay. Not a big deal. Flutter Mane is an interesting choice. That was a bad choice. I don't know. I mean, first of all, Okie Dokie's probably going to go down. Flutter Mane is probably going to use some spread attack. He's going to Terra. Interesting. He's going to Terra Fairy. Yeah. So both Zacian. Terra. Fire. Okay. That's unexpected. Did not expect that. Probably going to kill Zacian then, but that's fine. Oh no, Zacian protected. Alright, see, I'm rusty with this team. Excellent. Yeah. He's still O-code. Well, not O-code. He's still KO'd. Whatever. It's fine. I don't care. This match was kind of doomed. Not gonna lie. I screwed up from the very beginning. From turn 1, I screwed up. It's the last turn of Tailwind. We're gonna go for the Protect. "66% of the time, this fails. It has a 1 in 3 chance of working, a 10% chance of working on the third turn." I almost went for the Whimsicott. I'm glad I didn't. Oh, it worked! 1 in 3 chance! We might be able to pull this off then. This needs to KO. It should. So what else does he have in the back is the question. His Tailwind expires here, so we're on neutral ground. We should outspeed the Whimsicott. I'm not entirely sure on that, actually. Let me check its base speed. $116. Well, Zacian Crown definitely outspeeds. But what about Kyurem White? Kyurem White does not. Okay, but Zacian does, and it's going to protect. Well, if it protects, then crap. How did it outspeed? Curious. I mean, I guess it's got all of its EVs and speed. That would make sense. And a speed boosting nature. Alright, we should not have won that match. That should have been a loss. I did not deserve that win. I should not have won that. I didn't deserve that win. I mean, I guess I played okay, but that was I had a 1 in 3 chance of winning that. It all came down to that protect with Zacian. If that protect failed, then Zacian went down and I lost the match. Literally the only reason I won that was because of freaking rolling the dice and getting lucky with protect. I don't like winning that way. I did not deserve that win. Then again, I would not have had Terra Ground available for Kyurem if Chandelier had used it. I gotta give that some thought. Maybe I should throw in Dusclops. It's a lot bulkier. Janky ass freaking internet service. I mean, I got great internet service. I've got a fiber connection through Vidium. It's rock solid. Nintendo, however, has shitty internet servers. I mean, I should be happy, you know, I got a win, yay, but I'm not because that win it didn't feel earned. It felt like it came down to that 1 in 3 chance. And I just happened to get lucky. Like, if that protect failed, then Zacian would have gone down that turn. And Kyurem wouldn't have stood a chance. Alright. He's probably going to lead Calyrex Shadow Rider and Incineroar, although it could be, damn, I guess it could be Shadow Rider and the Genie dude, whichever one that is, Tornadus. Miraidon and Tornadus, also a viable lead. The one thing he's not going to lead with, I think, is Amoonguss. I think he's going to lead Incineroar and Shadow Rider. But Miraidon and Tornadus also is possible. In which case, something is gonna die turn 1 of mine. If he leaves Miraidon and Tornadus, then the most important thing for me will be to set Tailwind. I mean, Trick Room. Not Tailwind. I brought my Trick Room team. Incineroar and Tornadus. I didn't call that one at all. I didn't give it upper hand. Why doesn't it have upper hand? Seriously? It's supposed to have upper hand. See, they thought it was a setup mod. Don't worry, I was gonna, yeah. Don't worry, dude. Okidogi was gonna attack. Okay, note to self after this. Doesn't matter since he didn't use Fake Out anyway, but my Okidogi should have upper hand there, not close combat. So that should have failed, and I should still be facing the Incineroar. The fact that I'm not is just sheer luck. Alright, here comes Miraidon, but we have Trick Room up, so we're not in a bad spot. I need one of my Pokemon to die so that I can get a safe swap. Ooh, wow, that hit hard. That hit a lot harder than I was expecting. Yeah, well, I knew Okidogi was going to take a lot of damage on that. That's fine, I don't care about the speed drops. Oh, dude, you went for Chandelure. Interesting choice. See, he's going for Chandelure while Okidogi is just eating his lunch. Now we're going to tear ground here. They always underestimate Okidogi, man. Like, Okidogi has annihilated his Incineroar. It's got +1. We're gonna hedge our bets here and go for both of them. Because I think Miraidon's gonna protect. But if it does, we can still kill a Tornadus. Oh no, Miraidon's gonna switch out. What's coming in? It's gonna eat a Poison Jab. Urshifu's eating a Poison Jab. That's okay, I still got Zacian in the back. And Zacian has Wild Charge, so it's gonna annihilate that Urshifu. Besides which, Poison Jab is gonna do quite a lot. Yeah, that's a good chip. That's a good hit. Oh man, dude, that sucks. Bye-bye. The taunt didn't matter anyway. This is probably the last turn of their Tailwind? Right? No, their Tailwind's already over, but it doesn't matter because we have Trick Room up. But Urshifu is probably going to kill you. Unless we kill Urshifu first. Urshifu is probably going to Terra. Let's not take any chances. I really want to go close combat on the Urshifu, but I think it's going to Terra. Miraidon's going to Terra. That's going to be Terra Electric, Terra Fairy. Interesting choice. Not going to help you, but interesting choice nonetheless. Urshifu dies. And now Miraidon dies. Good match, dude. Good game. See, I feel like I earned this victory. Dude, what the fuck? It better not take my fucking win away, dude. I had this happen during the tournament a few weeks ago, and it gave me a loss because of it. Okay, good. Yeah, I've got time for one more. This is, however, my last one for today. I'm sorry it took so long for us to actually get into battling, but, you know, we're here now. Alright, Zamazenta, Miraidon. Interesting. Okay, so... not especially fast, but you're not slow either. So we're gonna go speed control here. And I'm counting on them to... we're gonna be weak to sleep. We are weak to sleep. Nothing I can do about that, though. Nothing I can do about that at this point. Amoonguss could rock my world, which is part of the reason I'm going for Tailwind rather than Trick Room. In Trick Room, Amoonguss is a god. But with Tailwind on my side, I'm guaranteed to outspeed unless they set Trick Room. And Chin Pao may be able to set Trick Room. I don't know. I should actually look into that. Let me look into that. It lowers defense stats, okay. But does it learn Trick Room? Okay, so yeah. I'm pretty sure the bug, Volcarona, learns Tailwind. The hell did it just... Yeah, Volcarona learns Tailwind, so it's possible that he's got Tailwind, but I mean, he'll probably be going for some kind of weird, what is that bug boosting thing called? And, this was not what I expected at all, so this is kind of a problem. Pheasantippity's a flying type. I didn't really, I mean, hold on, let me think. This is gonna waste my Terra, but we have to do it. I don't like this play at all. I'm probably gonna lose this match. I don't think I'm gonna win here. My best bet is for Miraidon to go for Okie Dokie here. I don't know what Volcarona is going to do. I suspect it's going to be Tailwind, but Volt Switch, that's an interesting choice. So what's coming in? Zamazenta. Gonna go for high defense and body press for sure, as it does. River Dance, that's the word I was looking for, yeah. Alright, that's fine. I'm not overly concerned about that yet. I am concerned about it, don't get me wrong, but I'm not overly concerned about it yet. Alright, that's really good. That's critical. We needed that. What do you mean? Oh, because it's a steel type. Damn. Alright, well, we gotta go for this then. Damn, that's not good. I don't think I brought Chandelier, did I? No, it's Kuramization in the back. I really need you to bring it, Okie Dokie. You gotta hit this dude hard. We can shut down the Volcarona unless it's got a mental herb here. Which it might, but that seems like a weird use for a mental herb. Protect, that's fine. I don't particularly care. I'm just gonna taunt it on the next turn. That was not good enough, Okie Dokie. That was not good enough. I mean, I guess it was okay. That's fine. I mean, I knew Okie Dokie was gonna die. What do I want to put in here? Yeah, you're my best bet. You can't Terra, but you'll outspeed. You might be running a Focus Sash. Not Focus Sash. Choice something that locks him into certain attacks. We still want to talk to Volcarona. We don't want it doing that little nonsense over there. It's probably going to protect. If he's smart, he protects here to burn one of my Trick Room terms. But he might, yeah, okay. I figured that. That's fine. Raising the question though, if I knew it was going to protect, why wouldn't I attack the Volcarona and get the free hit on it? Now he's probably gonna swap out. Nope. Alright. Interesting choice. You knew I was gonna do that. Like, I telegraphed it on the last turn. He knew I was gonna do that. And he knew it would kill his Zamazenta. So what's his plan? Ooh, got you with that toxic. Ooh, that sucks, doesn't it? Special attack drop kind of sucks. That was fortunate. Good for you. Yeah, I know. But we're gonna protect with Curum while Pheasantipede resets it. So, oh, Miraidon's still here. That's fine. Now, he should know that I'm going to do this, because that's pretty obvious. Like, a protect here while I set Tailwind again, since I have my Tailwind setter still out there. That's a really obvious play on my part. He should know that, and he should take out the Pheasantipede here. Which will create some problems for me, but I didn't really have a better play. Yeah, he's going for the Pheasantipede. Smart. Oh, but I lived. Not good. Not good at all for him. I mean, no matter what you put there now, Incineroar or Miraidon, it's gonna die to Earth Power. This match is over. I mean, I could still lose. Don't get me wrong. I could always still lose. There's always something that I could not anticipate or something that I could screw up. He's gonna fake out. He's definitely gonna fake out. There's nothing I can do about it, though. Interesting choice. I would have faked out the Curum, because I know it's about to just OHKO the shit out of my Incineroar. Well, it might not. It does have the special attack drop, so it might not. Wow, wow. That thing is bulky. Holy hell. Like I said, I could still lose. And it looks like I'm going to. Wow. Two turns of Tailwind left. Alright, so we need to... We gotta kill something here. Alright, good. Good. Alright, we might still win this. Damn! That hit so much harder than I expected. Well played, dude. Good play. Well played. I hate to wrap this up on a loss, but, you know, that's what I've got to do. So, it was very well played on Frederick's part. Really, really well played. Very impressive. That Volcarona, I underestimated it. I should have taken it out sooner, and I didn't. And that's on me. Also, the special attack drop on Curum hurt a lot more than I was expecting. So that also on me. Let's pop over and do one Reg F game real quick, because I still have time for that. I just don't have time for all of the bullshit that comes with, you know, Pokemon Scarlet waiting for an eternity to actually get into a match. But here, it doesn't take long, so. Alright, we're just going to have the music there in the background, because there's no reason not to. It's not hurting anything, and it's more effort than it's worth to fix. Alright, so hopefully I can get out of Reg F mode, Reg I mode, and get into Reg F. Wow, that's loud. All right. Let's see, what are we looking at here? Looks like a Tailwind team. I think I want to lead with Chandelier, honestly. I don't like I don't like Ursaluna here. Shit. Sableye might be looking for Trick Room. Let's stall for a turn and see. Covert Cloak is on a Zoomer roll. That's interesting. All interesting choices. Okay. I don't have anything that's not weak to that. So, what would I rather lose here? I think I'd rather lose the Chandelier, honestly. Let's run Acid Armor. Wow, that still didn't help. Oh, it was a critical hit. What are you gonna do? Oh, it's slow. It's gonna be slower than me. Yeah, I want a Terra Fairy. Nice, good play. That attack drop's really gonna hurt. Alright, good, good. I don't usually expect Trevenant to kill things, so that's really surprising. This is not good. We're down 2 and one of mine is burned. This is a loss. I'm gonna lose this. That's okay. Yeah, especially with that Amoonguss coming in. Oh yeah, it out. Oh man, that's bad. Amoonguss underspeeds, so inside a Trick Room, it's just got the advantage. It's going to put Urshifu to sleep, and that's it. I lose. It did not put Urshifu to sleep. It doesn't matter. Urshifu's freaking paralyzed. Really, dude? That was your only chance to kill this thing. Your only chance. I could have protected. I should have stalled out the Trick Room with Protect. That would have been the play. It's freaking paralyzed again, dude. I have the worst luck. All right, I'm forfeiting. Double paralysis. Fully paralyzed 2 turns in a row. I have the worst luck with sleep and paralysis, man. I played a game earlier today where they got Spore onto... They got Sleep Powder, actually, which is only 75% accurate on 2 of my Pokemon. 2 of them. 75% chance on each of them. Combined together, what is that? It's a very low chance of getting on both of them. And both of my Pokemon stayed asleep for the full 3 turns. That's brutal. That's an awful loss. Yeah, I don't have time for another, though. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that most of the stream was, EV training and TM training, but that's how these things go sometime. I'm going to replace that cable or fix it, and we'll see how that goes. Have a wonderful night.